Mini braids will grow your hair. I'll say it again, mini braids will grow your hair. I feel like this is a really good protective style. It's low manipulation, and I want to show you exactly how I did this hairstyle on my client. We used only her natural hair, but y'all, I will soon be doing a video using extra hair for these braids because I want to see how that comes out. I know we use extra extension when we do twists. I want to see how that looks with the braids. So anyway, down below her ear, she's going to have about 3 rows. I'm going to be using the Scalp Balm from Cecred. It's really good if you want an alternative to not using gel on your hair, because I know y'all hate using gel on your hair. So I love using the Scalp Balm. This has been perfect for anybody who doesn't want to use any gel on their hair, doesn't want any of that heavy stuff on their scalp. I definitely recommend that Scalp Balm from Cecred. The whole line really is really actually good. But anyway, also while we're going down her hair and braiding basically plaits, and I know people are gonna be like, these aren't many. Relax. I get it. Okay. Anyway, so these mini braids at the ends, I'm gonna be using mousse so that I can get her ends to curl. Now, if your hair does not curl at the ends, just because you do this hairstyle, doesn't mean your ends are gonna start to curl automatically. If they don't curl before, they're not gonna curl now. So think about that. Know before you go. But anyway, you can definitely use the small perm rods. They have the white. Are they white or yellow? They have the yellow ones. The yellow ones are really small. You can use those perm rods at the ends if you really cannot get your ends to curl, such as my client here. I know we have problem areas to where certain areas on our head just don't curl like they're supposed to. Definitely recommend using the small perm rods. And honestly, if your ends don't curl or you want them to be in a perfect curl, the perm rods are going to do that. I would just say to add mousse, make sure they're really dry all the way, and then just let them go, when you wake up in the morning. But for the ends, I am using mousse. I didn't show the mousse, but I'm using the olive oil mousse. My favorite mousse whenever I do mini twist. I will link that down below because it is very moisturizing. It's not heavy, it's lightweight, and it doesn't leave a crunch. This mousse is the truth when you are trying to do something without heavy product. Anyway, so above her ear, I am doing 6 rows. So below her ear to ear, she had 3 rows. Above her ear, she's going to have 6 rows. And I will say the parts came out extra crispy. I feel like I haven't been doing hair that much lately, and it's really just because I've been wanting to be a full-time content creator, y'all. Content creator for myself. So I just been doing my own hair and recording myself, but I feel like y'all enjoy when I also record my clients. Y'all have to let me know in the comments, like, do you enjoy when I'm recording clients, or are you really enjoying the videos when I'm doing my own hair, the DIYs? The at home. Those are the videos I really been doing. So y'all have to let me know. But I do clients from time to time, just not as often as I used to. A lot of my videos are just my other clients, but lately they have been of me. When I get to the top, the last 2 rows, I always go in to make that middle part and make sure that everything is looking symmetrical, and I look at the nose. I look at everybody's nose, and then that is how I make my middle part. I know everybody's like, how do you do the top? How do you do the top? This is a video clear angle of the top. So I split it into twos all the way down for a middle part. When I get down to the last 2 rows, I just split that piece in half and then round it out because we want the rows to go around and like meet each other, if that makes sense. So this piece that I have up at the top is gonna go like around because it is the last row. I hope I'm making sense. This is so hard to explain, but you're basically splitting that piece I did in half from the middle part, and you're creating a round section on the left to go into the right section and create another round section that meets. That is it. That is all, because I know people are always curious. How do you do the top? This is how we do the top, babes. Make that middle part when you're up to your last 2 rows. Split the last 2 rows in half. That's it. Hope that makes sense. My client did have a little bit of dandruff. That is perfectly okay. Sometimes clients have a little bit of dandruff, especially if they didn't put anything in their hair after washing it. So Yes, I am doing these braids. Up at the perimeter, it's a little bit more sparse. You're not gonna have as thick or as full braids, and depending on your density, depends on how your hair will come out. My client, her hair is actually pretty thick, but the density, which is like her hair shafts, they're actually small. So that makes her hair seem more fine. But her hair is actually really thick. It's all in the density and the quantity of how much hair and hair, like the hair shaft. It all depends. So if you are a fine hair girl, because I feel like her hair is pretty fine, but her hair shaft is pretty even from root to tip, this is a video for you. If you're curious, like what products to use, how will my hair turn out, honestly, you can always just put your hair in a plait just to see what it would look like in different areas before you decide to do this entire hairstyle. Now, when I do my hair, because I'm going to do my hair, I'm not going to be doing perfect parts. I think I'm just going to do natural parts and just part and grab, grab and part. That's what I think I'm going to do. But this did come out gorgeous. I loved how these came out on her. This hairstyle is also versatile, kind of like mini twists. You can just do different hairstyles. Put it in a ponytail, half up, half down, two little buns up top, two little buns up high, low bun, whatever you want to do. She did decide to leave out with her hair in a ponytail with some hair hanging down up at the front, giving a little bit of bang action. But the parts came out crispy. I love how this looks. I'll also link below or link on the screen. I did her hair in some mini twists and I used synthetic hair. So if you're curious to know how her hair would come out with synthetic hair mini twists, I will link that just for y'all. But yeah, this is the end of the video. What do you guys think? Would you try mini braids for your next protective hairstyle? Because I know we love a good boho, but y'all, sometimes we got to give it up. We got to take a little breaky break. Give your braiders a break. Give yourself a break. Sometimes the boho is just not always necessary. I get that we love boho, but dang. We got to. What we wearing all these protective hairstyles for if we're not going to wear our hair at some point? You know? But anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. I'm almost to 100K. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, faves.